So recently, Val Kilmer passed away, and which is really tragic news. And great actor in some classic films.
Yes, yes. I
My
really don't
favorite
think of
one.
him that much when I think of well his comedy, the comedy movie he was in. What was that?
Top Secret.
Top Secret, right? Top Secret. When I think of Val Kilmer, I usually don't think of that movie. I don't think of him like I think of Leslie Nielsen. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of people think of Top Gun. You know, he was the Iceman, or
Right. Uh-huh.
Jim Morrison, the Doors movie.
Right.
You know, his iconic dramatic role. Well, I don't know if
Hmm.
Iceman was dramatic, but for me, Top Secret was the first Val Kilmer film I saw, and I was like, "Oh wow!" I found it hilarious, and I really was expecting great things from Val Kilmer. And then
Mm.
he didn't appear in many things until Top Gun and the Doors movie. But there was a while there where he wasn't really in much.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, not known as a comedic actor per se.
Yeah,
Like
but he was really good in Top Secret.
Top Secret, yeah,
From what I
absolutely.
remember, as a
Deadpan delivery,
deadpan,
you know.
deadpan. Yes.
That whole like, I'm not the first guy to fall in love with a girl he met at a restaurant, only to find out that she's the daughter of a kidnapped scientist, and to lose her to a childhood lover who she last seen on a deserted island, who 15 years later turns out to be the head of the French resistance.
Right, right.
I can
Yes.
still memorize it. Yeah, I've still got every single line memorized.
Every single
Uh,
line. Wow.
Pretty much the entire movie.
Wow.
Just classics.
So,
I went to saw it with my aunt when I was really young at the
hmm,
cinema when it first came out, Top Secret.
yeah.
And I remember she was blushing. She was cringing because it was just so raunchy. Some parts were just really kind of risque. Uh,
Yeah, I don't really remember. It's been a while since I've seen it. And I did not see it at the movie theater for sure. It was something that came up on TV from what I remember.
yeah, for a lot of people it was. It was just this kind of, oh, that exists
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
moment.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I was like, oh, Top Secret, and I thought more people would know it. Uh,
Hmm.
I'm sure a lot of people do, but surprisingly, not as many as I thought.
Well, not as many as, Airplane, Naked Gun,
Airplane, Naked Gun
Hot
series,
Shots.
Hot Shots.
Yeah. Yeah. So should we go ahead and watch this? It's been a while since I've seen any of Top Secret. This is going to be like remembering
Okay, so
things.
this is Top Secret best scenes according to whoever made this video. We'll see if it is or not.
Okay. And this
Let's
is
roll through
this
it.
is a tribute to Val Kilmer as well.
Yes, we're doing this
Remembering Val
as a
Kilmer.
tribute for like
Yes.
what a cool actor he was.
Right, right.
Yeah, it
Let's
was a
go ahead
cool.
and play it.
But then one night, the secret police broke into my house. They tore me from my family, ransacked my laboratory, and brought me to this dungeon.
That sucks.
For the first time in my life, I'm ashamed of being a scientist.
What do you mean?
They are forcing me to create a horrible weapon.
Can't you refuse?
I wish I could. But they are holding my daughter. They'll kill her unless I complete the Polaris mine by Sunday.
Sunday? That's Simchat Torah.
And the day the entire NATO submarine fleet passes through
Calendar.
the Straits of Gibraltar.
Is this the Polaris mine?
Yes. By Sunday, I will be able to arm it with a nuclear warhead.
How does it work?
It is a magnetic mine, so powerful it will attract itself to
Just-
submarines miles away.
How about
It's
that?
a big magnet.
Oh, no!
That's the airplane trademark, like a plane
Jim's going
or
out.
Yes,
If they find out
yes.
you've seen this,
Crashing
I will
through
drop
the-
this truckload of dead rats in a tampon factory.
Latrine!
Latrine.
What did you find out, Latrine?
Buenos dias. We never had insurance. It was a slaughter.
We must put a stop to these afternoon football games.
Which direction was they coming from?
The road.
Hey, come out! My God, they're gonna kill us all.
Watch that glass. That's dangerous. Oh, there we go.
One way to do it.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Grenade. So stupid.
Right.
We're running out of time. The plane will not wait for us. We'll have to make a break for it. Rendezvous at the cafe near the landing field.
Wait!
Nice shooting.
My man! I've spotted the herd. They're the key to the whole plan. Now, we're here. Every morning at 7:15, the prison guards bring the cows from here up this road towards the prison for their morning milking. Ducroix and I will merge with the herd here and sneak in through the gate in the electrified fence. Then we'll break away from the other cows and enter the generator building here. At exactly 7:25, we cut the
Full
power.
scale model.
Then, the rest of you come through here, scale this wall, and Nick can lead you to Flamont's cell. Meanwhile, Hillary will steal this truck by the railway crossing and pick us up back here. Then we'll drive to the landing field where the plane will be waiting for us. Let's go.
Pretty elaborate.
Let's move out.
He starts off drawing it in the sand, you know.
All right, let's go. Double time.
Me. Oh man.
Just a couple of boots on, man.
We only have 5 minutes to get to the circuit box and throw the switch.
We've got to hurry. Can you see the gate?
Yes. It's just ahead.
Where are the guards?
I can only see one.
Yeah, there, girl. Move along.
The guards have passed.
Oh my
All
god.
right. How long till they cut the power?
3 more minutes, and we can cut the wire.
Yeah,
Wow,
there's a lot
so
of
big.
visual gags. These
Oh man.
visual
That's
gags are
fence
funny,
and
but
switching.
it's the dialogue, the cutting edge dialogue, that's deadpan delivery that was funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting more dialogue.
Cruising
you
is-
know, just the one-liners.
Yeah, that was fairly short. Did
More of
it
the visual gags. You know what I mean?
was there something that you were waiting for that you didn't see?
Not particularly. Just the whole movie, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some great one-liners from that
lines.
movie that
Like
you remember?
That one. Listen to me, Hillary. I'm not the first guy I fell in love with a woman he met at a restaurant only to find out that she's the daughter of a kidnapped scientist, only to lose her to a childhood lover who she last seen on a deserted island, and who then 15 years later turns out to be the head of the French underground. I know. It all sounds like some bad movie. Although it's like, sir, we've tried everything. He will not break. Do you want me to bring out the Leroy Neiman paintings? Leroy Neiman.
Okay, so what would we search for that
Mel
one?
Torme. This
Mel
is not
Torme
Mel
scene?
Torme. Should we listen to some Mel Torme as tribute to Val Kilmer? He's like, this is not Mel Torme.
Well, I was just thinking like, what was
The
that?
secret Mel Torme scene.
Mel Torme scene.
Mel Torme. How do you even spell Torme? Mel Torme. Who was Mel Torme?
The dance
He was
scene.
like well, there's a scene at a table and it leads into a dance scene, but the dialogue's pretty funny. I mean, he's not. Sorry, I'm Mel Torme. Aren't you that guy? Like, no, I'm Mel Torme.
So is it this one? You think, on the top, or
Yes, that one at the restaurant, at the diner or the Das Pizza House.
okay? Let's see.
How do we know he's not Mel Torme?
Okay, yeah, this is just the whole song and dance.
Eva, look, he's at the jukebox.
Yeah, I remember this.
Well, get out on that floor and hit that rug tonight.
Yeah, it's
Oh man, his voice.
Elvis impression.
We're gonna shake that rug till the early light. I say it romp and stomp and slide like the devil on the thread. Yeah, I say it romp and stomp and slide like the devil on the thread. Well, stay back, baby. I believe I'm gonna free my edge. You gotta straighten the rug. Yeah,
That's it, straighten the rug.
Straighten the rug, yeah.
Yeah, give it a shove. Well, rug cutting, honey, now, baby, give it a tug.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, because this is supposed to be East
Do a
Coast
backspin.
vibe, East Coast where Western degenerate culture is from. But all the kids just want to dance to rock and roll. Even though it's the 80s, it feels like it's in the 1950s.
You better watch that mean
Right.
or I don't back you back. You better watch that mean or I don't back you back. Yeah, I'm telling you, baby, it ain't no back on back. You gotta straighten the rug. Yeah, straighten it out. You gotta give it a shove. Yeah, scream and shout.
Girls in the background,
Rug
come on,
cut,
man.
honey, you know what I'm talking about. Well, rug cut, honey, come
The
on,
rag
let's
dolls.
straighten it out. And there's nobody
There's no one here.
I'd rather straighten it with than you.
This is not Mel Torme.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
Okay,
not
so it's called
Mel
Soul
Torme.
Man, and it deals with.
They don't make movies like that anymore, do they?
Well, they're trying to. Well, they're making a new Naked Gun film.
Yeah. Well, we got to check that out.
We'll have to check out the trailer for that.
Yeah.
I've not seen it.
Yeah.
But the whole thing, Val Kilmer did the whole song and dance. I mean, there was a lot of songs on that in that movie that they released on the soundtrack.
No, that's pretty impressive. All the
Yeah.
whole choreographed dance, musical thing, man.
But his singing was actually really great, and I think that's one of the reasons he got the part in the Doors film.
But was that really his voice? I thought that was.
Oh yeah. No, he recorded a whole bunch of songs. Like, was that Skeet Surfing?
It didn't match his
Skeet Surfing.
face for some reason.
Oh well, they probably recorded it in a studio and overdubbed it, but it's him singing. I'm pretty sure of that. And Val Kilmer, yeah, he recorded everything as Nick Rivers, and they released it as the.
Let's
As the
find out really quick. Let's see. Did Val Kilmer sing his own songs in, what was it again? Top Secret, right?
Top Secret.
Yes, Val Kilmer performed his own songs in Top Secret. He sang tracks like Tutti Frutti, How Silly Can You Get, and Are You Lonesome Tonight? These performances were featured on the film's soundtrack released under the character's name, Nick Rivers. All right. Yeah, I don't know why. It just didn't seem right. Maybe it was just the way he was singing at the beginning.
The timing on the video is a little bit off.
Oh, it could have been the timing on the video too. Oh, not on my side.
It's like lip sync is not.
Yeah. That's no, I didn't get that feeling. Yeah, that should all sync up on the when we put the video on YouTube.
I hope so.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, rip Val Kilmer.
Yeah, Doors movie. So what happened was Oliver Stone saw him in Willow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember the movie Willow with Warwick Davies. As
I remember Willow.
Little wizard guy.
Mm-hmm.
And Val Kilmer had a long dark hair for that role.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of like barbarian warrior sort of guy.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Oliver Stone saw him in that role and was like, my God, that guy looks just like Jim Morrison. In fact, it might have been the moment when Oliver Stone decided to make a Doors movie because he just saw Val Kilmer in that hair,
right,
a wig with that hair, and was like, that is the next Jim Morrison.
Yeah, well, no, he is kind of perfect for Jim Morrison.
He was, but in the Doors movie, however, he didn't do the vocals, even though he did in Top Secret.
I would definitely choose
he didn't do the singing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he didn't do the singing in the Doors movie?
No, I don't think they did.
Yeah, no, I would definitely choose him over, say, Danny DeVito to be...
Right, I don't know if Danny DeVito
I can't think of who else.
Jim Morrison.
Who else would you...
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, no, better than him. Yeah. Wow. This is the end.
This is the end.
This is the end. Yeah. It's the end. Get out. My friend.
I'm a baby on my fire. Okay, I don't know. Is that a Stallone impression?
I don't know.
Get on like a fire.
Come on, baby. Yeah.
Come on, like my fire.
Your Schwarzenegger impression's better than mine.
A great Jim Morrison. Or even Tom Cruise. I mean, I don't know if he would have done a good Jim Morrison.
Tom Cruise.
He was in a movie with Val Kilmer.
He could have probably done it, I guess. He can do everything, anything. Tom Cruise.
Yeah, he probably could have at that time.
I mean, he's pretty...
Well, he was in the Oliver Stone movie Born on the 4th of July, where he goes through this hippie metamorphosis when he goes down to Mexico and he's all disillusioned.
Yeah, he's pretty versatile. He was also in Tropic Thunder as the balding, like, director guy,
executive producer guy.
Yeah.
The studio boss. Oh, he was hilarious.
Like, you wouldn't even notice it was him. And, like, I didn't even know it was him until it was pointed out to me later. Then I watched again.
Oh yeah, me too. When I first saw it, I was like, that actor, he looks familiar.
Yeah,
Who's that guy? And then I was like, oh, it's Tom Cruise in a fat suit.
Yeah, he might have.
That was hilarious. And all the hairy arms and everything.
Yeah, he might have been able to do it. The Jim Morrison. Yeah. Anyway, Val Kilmer.
The thing is, in terms of facial features, Val Kilmer was basically like a spitting image of.
Yeah. I can't think of anybody else.
Yeah.
Who could have done that?
Eddie Murphy, probably not. Yeah.
Not Eddie Murphy. Well,
Jim Morrison.
Acting, well, voice-wise, obviously, he's very good at impressions. He could probably do Jim Morrison. But he doesn't have the same look.
Yeah, he just doesn't have that look down.
No.
Val Kilmer had the look. He
did have the look, yeah.
As Jim Morrison, well, during his Doors days.
Mm-hmm.
But then he went AWOL. Apparently, he was really hard to work with on certain film sets, and many directors distanced themselves from him. And that's where he kind of he wasn't in anything for a while. which is quite
Yeah.
sad. I watched this documentary about him, about his life. It was sort of a autobiographical film made by Val Kilmer, and using like an AI rendition of his voice as how he would have sounded, talking about his life in films. And this was quite a recent film. I think it's called My Name Is Val or something like that. And it was really heart-wrenching. I couldn't finish watching it. It was just too hard to watch. It's really sad. He knew his days were numbered.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know anything about what was going on with Val Kilmer until I heard today.
Did you see the new Top Gun film? What was it? Top Gun Maverick.
Yes. Yeah.
He was
I
in
saw that.
briefly. Like they mentioned Iceman because he was in the original, and then Tom Cruise's character goes to visit him. I think there's a scene where they together, if I recollect.
I don't remember.
Like, he can't talk. His voice is messed up. He's always wearing like scarves and things.
Yeah, I don't remember. I barely remember that movie.
Yeah, me neither. But I do remember like a really kind of.
It had Tom Cruise in it.
Yeah, I had Tom Cruise, but I do remember a really awkward scene with Val Kilmer, and like just included because, fan service. Oh, we've got to have him in it because he was in the original sort of thing. And
Right.
It looked pain. It was hard to watch because you just knew like Val Kilmer was in a bad way.
Yeah, I didn't know that at the time, so maybe that's why I didn't notice. And I wasn't. Yeah. Maybe I wasn't in the right state of mind when I was watching it.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty forgettable film. And if you've seen the first one, you've seen the second one. Pretty much.
Yeah.
What other films was Val Kilmer in that were pretty good? I think he was in. Was it Tombstone? Tombstone, like a western with. I'm gonna say Kurt Russell. I don't know if it was Kurt Russell. As What Arp, and Val Kilmer was Doc Holliday. Gunsmoke, not Gunsmoke. Tombstone. I think it was Tombstone.
Yeah, I haven't seen that
He was
one.
in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was in The Saint. They tried to reboot the whole Saint franchise to like compete with Mission Impossible and James Bond.
Yeah.
And that bombed.
It bombed, huh?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that either.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I saw it.
You saw it,
at the
okay.
cinema. Yeah, The Saint. And it had the whole like. They remixed the soundtrack and not 6 Underground. What's the name of that band? Sneaker Pimps. Sneaker Pimps did the soundtrack.
Sneaker Pimps. I don't know them either.
Sneaker Pimps.
I'm just listing Val Kilmer's movies here. See, just
Batman.
get an idea of what
Batman.
I've seen and what I haven't, because Val Kilmer's one of those actors that, he was never in the like forefront of my mind. He's always kind of, I've heard of him, but
No, I really
I don't know why.
I saw Top Secret at a really impressionable age, and I was.
Yeah, I know, and
just
I
thought,
love
this
that
guy
movie.
is
I like
God,
it.
He's gonna be huge, and I was kind of disappointed that his career wasn't as
Yeah,
big as I'd hoped.
Right. So Top Secret, I've seen that. Real Genius, I think I saw that. What was that about? Do you remember?
I remember the Tears for Fears soundtrack, and it was like these geniuses at what's that big geeky science university in the States?
MIT.
I want to say MIT. I was going to say MIT. I think they're working on some kind of laser and and for the military or something. I can't remember. Quite a while ago.
Top Gun, seen that. Willow, I've seen that. The Doors, I think I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
The Doors was great. I love the final scene. Jim Morrison's at this he's at this like, kid's birthday party of one of his friends, and he's just sitting in the garden, and he's just totally wasted drinking a bottle of Jack Daniels, and he starts having visions. It's all weird. Kids eating birthday cake and chasing each other around in the garden, the backyard, wherever, and he's just like, "This is the strangest life I've ever had."
No, I don't remember.
And he's just like, "This is the strangest life I've ever had."
Hmm.
Or something along those lines. But it was just like, wow, yeah. And it was.
That was In the Doors?
In the Doors film.
In the Doors, yeah, right.
There were some great scenes in that film. I mean, it got panned a bit by critics, but I thought it was really good. I don't know if it was panned. It was just some people would, there was a whole controversy about like, Jim didn't do it like that, and this never happened the way he showed it. And it's like, yeah, it's more about the myth than the actual historical account of Jim Morrison. It's this creating a kind of
right. No, yeah,
a legend of the Doors,
right?
Not the actual. This is the exact thing that happened, the way it happened. So I thought it was really great, like scenes in the desert and everything.
Yeah. It's been a while though since I've seen that as well. Tombstone, I haven't seen.
That's the one I'm talking about, the cowboy one. Yeah, he was Doc Hollywood.
Yeah, Doc Holliday.
What did I say?
Doc Hollywood.
Yeah, Doc Hollywood was a Michael J. Fox movie. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Doc
Holliday.
Doc Bollywood.
Doc Hollywood. Hollywood Holiday, whatever. Doc, I got the Doc part right. Doc Hollywood.
Oh.
Doc.
What's his name? From Back to the Future, Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox. He was Doc Holliday. No, Michael J. Fox was Doc Hollywood.
He was?
Doc! Yes. There was a movie called Doc Hollywood. It was forgettable. But Michael J. Fox.
I've never heard of that either.
In his prime. Was some kind of doctor and vet. I don't know if he was a veterinarian or just a doctor. He moved to some small little town.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But that's my impression. Doc.
That's good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's
sounds just like him. Yeah.
Doc. Kind of out of breath. Doc.
Batman Forever.
Batman Forever. I rate him as a pretty good Batman. Is that the one we had the nipples on the batsuit?
I can't. I'm not sure.
What was that? The
nipples on the batsuit. I didn't. Well, bats are mammals, so there you go.
Yeah, why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't they? Yeah. But I don't think I saw that Batman.
I did. Was that the one with Jim Carrey
as the Riddler?
And Val Kilmer was cool in that one. He made a pretty good Batman.
Yeah.
But then they kept changing the Batman every movie. And it was like, come on, man.
Yeah, they always change the actor for Batman.
And they started to get more and more cartoonish. I mean, I know it's based on a comic book, but the Tim Burton reboot of the whole franchise was to make it darker and grittier and kind of menacing. And then it became just like psychedelic circus by the end of it. Joel Schumacher and the George Clooney ones. Yeah.
So what are these other movies? Heat
is a classic.
I've
the De Niro
heard of it. I don't remember seeing it.
So good.
The Saint, you were talking about that earlier, right?
The Saint, yes. Which was a misfire. They tried to reboot the franchise.
Don't remember that either. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, don't remember that. Deja Vu, don't remember that. MacGruber.
Deja Vu was with MacGruber.
He played MacGruber, like the SNL sketch one.
Yes, I remember the sketches.
Really?
But, he says played villain. Yeah, no, I didn't. I found the movie kind of.
No, I haven't seen the movie.
Not that funny.
Yeah, not as funny.
I tried to watch a bit of it, and I was just kind of like, no. The sketches are short and condensed, and they're ridiculous.
Yeah, right, sure.
At least they're over with, relatively short. But the whole movie worth of that kind of humor, and it's kind of like, oh man.
The Snowman, never heard of it.
Yeah, what was The Snowman?
Top Gun Maverick, I saw that, but I don't remember.
And that
him
was
in it,
just kind
as
of
I said.
As a cameo.
Hmm.
Oh, look, he's in it. He's in the film. But bless him. At least he was in it.
Yeah, so that was his last
Oh,
film, huh?
God. Yeah. Apart from that documentary he made
Right.
about his life.
Right. Well,
Rest in peace, Val Kilmer.
rest in peace, Val
Yeah.
Kilmer.
In space, no one gives up. In space, no